So nice to meet you, Jenny. How does it feel returning for this season of 90 Day?
Exciting. I'm happy to be returning.
Last season, it was pretty dramatic for you and Sumit. Did you have any idea going into this series that something like this might happen?
Not at all. Absolutely not. No. Big surprise, big shock. It was big. It was shocker for me. Big, very traumatizing. The whole thing that went down was, it was traumatizing. It was scary. It was very scary to have all those people in my apartment. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
And can you kind of walk us through the emotions you had when you were rewatching maybe last season?
Upsetting. Whenever I would see Sumit cry, of course I would cry, or if I see myself upset, it makes me get upset again. And then having to relive the whole part where he said he was married, it upsets me all over again. And I do get upset and start crying, and it's not fun to have to relive that all over again. It's upsetting.
Yeah, I can't even really imagine. And a lot of people in America also, they don't really understand the concept of arranged marriages, but it is common in other countries. Are you hoping fans maybe can learn from what you and Sumit have gone through?
Absolutely, yes. And as far as arranged marriages go in India, very common thing. It's their culture, it's their traditions, which they still follow. And unfortunately, it happened to Sumit, and I never thought that something like that would happen to him, because we talked about it through our whole relationship. And he always said, no, I'll never let my parents enter me into a marriage. And unfortunately, they use something here in India, which is called emotional blackmail. And that's what they did. His father got really sick, and they started saying, well, we need you to get married. We need you to have a wife so you can help take care of the family. I need your mom. It's a long story, really, but they used the whole guilt trip thing on him. And that's how they got him to marry. And when he got into that marriage, we weren't talking for 2 months. We weren't talking because he was telling me that his parents were trying to enter him into a marriage. And I just said, okay, and I blocked him after that. Like, I stopped talking to him for 2 months. I blocked him, and we didn't talk at all. And then one day I got curious and just had to talk to him again, because I love him and I wanted to see, did he get married or not? And so I called him, and he said, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I really can't imagine going through that, especially having the world see what you're going through. But I do know that a lot of fans really loved you, and they've been really supportive online. What's it been like knowing that even though you went through this like terrible thing that everyone saw happen, but knowing that the fans still have your back and really are rooting for you to be happy?
Well, that feels great. Actually, it was unexpected. I didn't really know what to expect, but that's amazing. I appreciate all the love that I get. I've met so many people and a lot of relationships out there just like mine and Sumit's. I've learned that because they all come to me now, and they're all asking for my advice and what to do and how did I handle it. And everybody wants to know how I am, how am I doing, and it's touching. I mean, it's amazing. I'm really flattered by it all. I appreciate all of the love that I get from all the viewers, all the fans, or whatever you want to call them.
What kind of advice are you giving to people who are maybe going through a similar type of situation in their lives?
Make sure that you meet the family. If you're in a relationship like mine, any sort of long distance relationship, be it with an Indian guy or in any other country, just make sure that you meet the family and you get to know the family very well and find out what's going on, what's really happening. They need to tell you directly instead of maybe, being so blindly in love with someone and just listening to what they're telling you. Maybe get it from the family. Maybe talk to the mom. The mom is usually the strong one in the family.
And then another fan favorite last season was actually your daughter. How are things going with you and your daughter, and what was her reaction to seeing how everything played out?
Oh my gosh, my daughter. I love my daughter so much. She's very supportive. She has mom's back. And just like I have her back, just like, the type of relationship that she's in, She's in a gay marriage, married to a woman. Also, I have her back. Like, we support each other. We've always been close. And she loves me and supports me and wants me happy, and that's it. Whatever makes mom happy makes her happy. And the same for me to her also as well.
For you, what do you think there is a misconception that fans have about being on the show?
Oh, a lot of people think, well, some of the rumors, like the lies and the rumors that went around, was that I was just coming on the show just to, they think we're just coming on the show just to make money or get fame. We have some sort of an agenda or something else going on in our life that we're trying to better ourselves with. And none of that's true. At least not with me, it's not. I have nothing else going on. Mine was just strictly to get back with Sumit, and that was it. There's no other agenda for me. So for the couples, I would say that we're all just coming on the show to be together, and we love each other. We want to be in our relationship and share it with the world. And there's no other agenda going on. I'm not trying to be famous or anything.
I know you can't tell us any spoilers about your relationship or anything, but can you kind of tease what fans are going to get to see play out this season?
I can't really say much. Just what Sumit said at the tell-all. You all heard what Sumit said at the tell-all. I think they'll see that play out, and that's going to be, I think, a big turning point for us.
Do you have any advice for new people maybe joining the show on how to handle things online, maybe tips for how to deal with haters?
Oh man, you have to just kind of ignore it. You can't let it get to you. Try to stay off social media as much as you can, and just be strong, and just don't let it bother you. People are they're just there to hate us, and I don't know why. I really don't understand it still to this day. Jealousy, perhaps. I just don't know, but just ignore it. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it get to you. Just be happy with your life and in your relationship. Be happy.
Looking back to the last season that you were on the show, is there anything that you would change, or is just the past in the past for you?
Yeah, the past is in the past. I mean, I was happy to be with Sumit in India, and unfortunately what happened, and I can't change it. But the fact is that, we still love each other, and that hasn't changed. So that's what I can say.